We got Mike and Red on the pod, yeah. We got stats and all the latest news. You know what, Mike and Red ain't no facade. What's your sport? Come and tap into. Yeah. 2 bros in the pod, yeah. 2 bros in the pod, a pair. Yeah. 2 bros in the pod, where? Yeah. 2 bros in the pod, we here.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another amazing, dynamic episode with 2Bros&APod.
Yes, sir.
Today is absolutely super special. We have an awesome guest with us today. It's our first lady/woman
That's right.
guest. All our guests this far up to this point have been brothers, but Kesha is going to, break the mold. So she is an awesome wardrobe stylist. She is also an author. You may have heard some of the names that she's worked with up to this point. Your Serena Williams, your James Harden, your Chris Bosh, your Neo,
right? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Your PJ Tucker, your Young Jeezy, your Andre Iguodala.
Jeezy?
Jeezy.
Wow.
Your Rosie O'Donnell, your Rick Ross, and so on and so on and so on.
Wow.
NBA players, if we're gonna keep.
You know what? Why not? WNBA players.
Everybody always forget them.
Talk to me. You absolutely correct. Yeah. You absolutely correct. I love to show the W because Juju Watkins, that's my favorite player. That's gonna be in the league next year, but she's my favorite player right now.
2 years.
2 years. Oh, she now coming out after
19.
Oh, so you got to be 20?
23, 20, 21?
21?
Yeah, so 2 years, yeah.
Wow.
I work with her, that's why, so it's 2 years.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. I said she worked with a few just on purpose, so I could just start naming them off. And you'd be like, damn, you just said a few. You naming a book right now. So yeah, Juju Watkins will be in the league soon. Obviously, we all know that. Who else? You work with Juju Watkins?
Deja Kelly, she's in Oregon. I've worked with Candace Parker for like 5 years, Kelsey Plum. Nenka's in Seattle. We have Kai Copper as well on my squad. We have a few WNBA.
That is dope.
Pro women's sports.
That is dope. So
That's
that's
amazing.
Listen, that's an amazing, awesome resume to say the very least. So Kesha's joining. Took some time out of her busy schedule to join us here today. So we're going to. We're going to.
Do you want it closer? Okay.
We're going to dive into real quick and go through the scores yesterday of yesterday's NBA games. It was kind of a full slate, right? We got Mike. The Nuggets lost against the Celtics. They've been losing against teams with winning records lately. They was on some little winning streak, and the Nuggets is back. They're contenders. And I'm not saying they aren't. In my eyes, in order to be a contender, you gotta.
What number are they in the conference?
They are third.
The Nuggets?
Yeah,
the Nuggets.
Third. Yeah, because the
Lakers is
Lakers
number 2.
are percentage points ahead of them in second place. You know what I mean? Lakers, man. They was 6. I believe they was 6 when they got Luka. So they went from 6 to second in a matter of 2 weeks.
I think they're 4th because Memphis, I think, is 3.
Yeah, pull it up. You know what? Yeah. Pull it up, Gabe. Pull up them standards, them Western. Yeah, they third. You see, but look how close it is. You see that?
Yeah.
See how close it is? The percentage points is this. So it's going to go up and down. We know that. It's going to go up and down for the next, and most likely until the season ends.
He has 6 weeks left.
Yeah, so, shout out to the Lakers, man, for, like I was saying to you earlier, Mike, I don't know what JJ has done, what the assistant coaches has done as far as put a battery in these guys' backs, including 58-year-old LeBron James, but they're flying around, they're playing defense, they're just, they hit a switch They hit a switch, and they are playing phenomenal basketball. They actually, the last 6 weeks of the season, they ranked second in the league in defense.
Wow.
You know, that's kind of something. Y'all, I'm gonna give you a little side.
Can I see top 10?
Something in Knicks, you know, they need to pay pay JJ to come over there and teach the Knicks about their defense, man. Word up.
You agree, Kesha?
In
About the
regards
Knicks?
to what? See, I'm not a Knicks fan though, so I'm just.
That's right.
Come
No, she
on.
in here with me. They Knicks fans, Keisha. They
I'm not.
Knicks
I'm a client fan, so it's like where my clients go. So I'm
I
more
hear
so
you.
that. So it's nothing against the Knicks.
Yeah, but ain't nothing
think
against
it's
the Knicks.
great.
But you know, she don't
What
go
are they,
get
number-
popcorn. She don't put popcorn in the microwave when the Knicks about to come on.
I don't go to games anymore because of how like boring they are. I've been going to
Oh,
games for 20
shots
years.
fired. Shots.
Not Knicks games. It's just
She's
like
saying
basketball games in general.
Ball games in
You know
general.
what I
So
mean?
what is that? They're
I
number
see
3.
you trying to.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
They're
But I
number
know if
three.
the Lakers come and you know, one of your clients call you, be like, yo, Keish, come through the
I'm
game.
not going.
Oh, damn, Keish, you
See?
supposed to say yeah. You know?
I like that, Kesha.
It's all
not
good.
going.
It's
I
all
like
good.
that.
It's all good. So yeah, those are that's the top 10 in the East.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
easy.
Cavs is winning. The Cavs has got the number 1 seed locked up.
Yeah, they've already clinched the
Yeah, you might
playoffs
as well
from what I
book it.
saw.
You might as well book it.
Knicks, Bucks,
Now, if the Knicks could hit a switch,
Pacers.
they could possibly take that number 2 seed. It's possible, bro.
Does it matter?
Well,
seeding?
so right now,
Right now, no, because
Well-
they still have to win games in playoffs. So I don't even think this. You just don't want them to get into the play-in, right? So
no,
even
no. The Knicks,
they-
I don't think they're not going to drop to
no, that's what I'm saying. That
They're too
is
far
the-
off.
Yeah, they're too far off for that. So it doesn't even matter.
Nah,
you
but
still
I'll tell
have
you why it
game
matters,
one.
Keish, because right now, what is it? If the season ended today, Gabe,
We play the Pistons.
you would play, yes, they would play Detroit. 3
Uh-huh.
plays 6. You want Detroit in the first round?
I mean, no matter who they play, the Knicks are gonna be like
Nah, the
they're
East is
gonna be
stacked.
very weary of who they play.
No, it's a
Oh,
fact.
man, well,
If you
That's
look
a fact.
damn.
anybody, that's
That's
just
what it's
that's just
come
how
to.
it. Yeah, but that's all of these standings. Because even if the Cavs go up against Detroit, like
No, Cavs will, if the season ended today, Cavs will play the Magic.
I'm just saying and throwing in there, but it's like they would play the Mavericks.
The
Who you-
Magic, the
Magic.
Magic. Yeah,
No, because that's a
1-8.
play-in.
No,
that's
no.
a play-in.
No, but what I'm saying, once you go into playing, the playing is 9 and 10, right? Is what, 7
It's
to
not
10?
it's 7 and
No.
8.
7 to
yeah.
10.
Yeah, 7, yeah.
7 to 10. So 7 play
So
10,
they could-
8 play 9 or something like that.
Right, but it
And
depends
then-
on who wins that.
So if the Hawks and the Heat win, right? So that means the Hawks and the Heat would be the 7th and the 8th seed.
Okay.
But I'm saying today, let's just speak hypothetically.
If you're
Today,
using
if you go
regular
1 through
playoff
8,
standards.
Huh?
If you use regular playoff
correct.
standards
Then
without
it would be Cleveland versus the 8th seed, which would be Magic.
which would make sense, but we're going wide today, and you don't know if they'd play the Hawks, the Heat.
Well, if it's the Magic, the Hawks, the Bulls, or the Heat, the Cavs is winning the first round. Those teams are not beating Cleveland in the
people
7-game
win.
series.
People win rounds until injuries happen. I remember the Bucks and Nets that championship when PJ was
Barring-
on it,
barring
and
injuries.
and Giannis got hurt,
Keisha's
and
on
Chris
point.
Middleton got hurt, and things like that. So it's like
Keisha's on
you
point.
do that,
No
so
doubt.
you
No,
don't have
no,
anybody that are great. This is a great fluke of what's happening for the Cavaliers, and I'm amazed by it. I love Donovan Mitchell, love Darius Garland, and of course working with LeBron early on in my career. Going to Akron was one of the main things we were doing. So it's beautiful to see where the Cavaliers are placed, but everybody is always one injury away from a star player and not like a team unit.
No,
So
this-
like
this is
you
true.
look
This
at
is
Knicks
true.
are a really good team because they're a team unit, but they will fall easily to anyone, to any of them. We've watched them fall close with the Pacers.
Yeah, we've been
Pacers
watch-
is a unit.
We've been watching them fall since 1972.
Yeah, so you
I
watch
haven't
you
been watching
so
them fall since 1972,
so you watch
but-
units here, and if one person is out, can they withstand an entire playoff? And things happen, and I watched that happen with the Bucks. But Giannis was out, and Chris and Drew was able to hold that team, and PJ on defense. Then Chris Middleton went out, and Giannis was able to take that team, and they went into the championships. But then you get like who they play in the finals? Phoenix. Nobody was hurt, but I think Chris Paul injury hand or something like that. Game
he
6,
always getting
yeah,
nicked up.
but Game 6 would have went straight to Phoenix, and we would have had a Game 7. You know, so you look at it, all of that, and you want people that are units, like the Warriors. That's a unit. Well, was a unit, kind of, yeah. So you look at units, because Steph could be out, but Clay would come in and play, and that's how you get championships.
Oh, yeah. No, I hear you on the unit, on the camaraderie, on the.
So I'm just saying the East is for the taking for anybody. So I don't think any of these standings, besides the obvious of.
Oh, so you don't think the Cavaliers and the Celtics are the clear favorites to come out of the
She
East?
just said the Cavs are a fluke.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're a fluke. I'm just saying everybody is the one injury away from not being a unit.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's what any. That's
No,
what
it's
any
not.
team.
I know, because my
If
examples
Patrick
went
Mahomes
with Bucks.
go down on the Chiefs, it's over.
Well, that's different. That's not what any team. It depends on the team.
who goes down.
That's what I'm saying. The Cavaliers, we're watching this happen right now, which is really amazing for them. Like I said, I love the two that
Yeah.
are leading the pack. But
If they
what
lose
happens?
Mitchell, it's a wrap.
See, and it shouldn't be. It should be other people to step up.
Is
Same
it
thing
not?
with
Is
the
it
Knicks,
not?
though.
Huh?
If Jalen goes down, it's over.
Yeah, if Jalen Brunson goes down,
It's
a wrap.
over.
It is.
When it's
They
in
look like a team unit that
when
if
it's
he
in
goes
essence
down.
the head of the snake, you're unlikely to come back from that. If they lose Garland, they would have a slight chance.
Okay.
Yeah,
A
they
slight
still-
chance.
yeah, they
That's
still
But
have
if
a
they
chance,
lose
yeah.
Mitchell, if the Celtics lose Tatum,
They still have a chance. You got Brown.
not to win a championship though.
I
don't
know,
think not
but to
win a
get far.
they could advance. They could advance, but without Tatum, I don't think they win a championship. If the Bucks lose Giannis, it's over.
Yeah.
If they lose Dame, it's over because they
Agree.
top heavy.
They need him. Yeah.
They top heavy.
So you look at that, just how you just said it. You lose one, and it's like, oh well, they have a chance to get to the second round on flukes because we watch injuries, and for some reason everybody's injury prone right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Like the
looking at more of
Pacers.
it. Huh?
Like the Pacers, who would they lose? And then you're like, oh, they're not gonna make
Tyrese.
it far.
But to me, right?
That's
Keisha,
it?
Mike, Gabe. To me, you could chime in as well, Gabe. In order to be considered a contender, you have to be presumed to be able to make it past the second round of the playoffs. In order to be considered a contender, contender means you got a chance to win a chip. So if you not looked at as passing the second round, then to me you're not a contender.
I'm looking at this. Let's say I'm looking from 1 through 8.
So who's contenders?
There's
to
no
you?
Celtics would be the only one making it past second round, my opinion.
Wow.
If you look at it, it's kind of obvious. We're not doing matchups. We're just going who will make it past the second round. That's it. Just looking at
just off of history.
just off of knowing the players on the teams, just knowing the
Oh
teams.
yeah, well, I would say Celtics is the clear favorite.
No, that's just making it past the second round.
Cavs
That's it.
haven't
Because I don't
proven
even,
anything.
so like I can't.
Yeah, Cavs haven't proved anything yet. Regardless, they're 50-10.
That's my point. Regardless of where these standings I'm looking at, who's going to go past? And in my opinion, it would be the team that's a unit, which is the Celtics, because they lose Tatum, they still have a chance. They lose Brown and Tatum is still in, they still have a chance. That's a unit team.
No, that's an awesome point.
You think without Brown and Tatum, they still have a chance?
No, not with both. I'm just one or the other. I was just saying one or the other. Let's say you lose Tatum all of first round. But then they could still win the first round. Then you go to the second round, and then you might lose Brown, but you got Tatum back. You are advancing no matter what. There's nobody else here that I could tell you that happens to.
They
are
shooting everywhere.
They're just
they
a
have
team.
Defenders everywhere.
Right.
Now you're right.
It goes back to the unit. So if you look at this, and we're looking at this today, I can give you 1 through 12, and not one person here is making it past the second round besides the Celtics.
I think even if Cat goes down, it's over.
I could care less who goes down on any of them. The only people making it past
Celtics?
the second round,
Well,
everybody making it to May 15th is Celtics.
So hypothetically, right? Hypothetically, if Cavs, play Magic, Cavs win the first round, they would play the winner of 3 and 4 or 3 and 6.
3 and 6.
So that means that they would play the Knicks.
Or
100%.
Pistons.
The Knicks or the Pistons.
Okay.
I think they would beat the Pistons.
You think?
They would have
I
a
think
hard
so.
time beating the Knicks, in my opinion.
I think so, yeah. I think we can beat the Pistons.
Not to say that I think it would be a gentleman's sweep. I think it would be a gentleman's sweep. I don't think they would sweep them. It would go 6 maximum.
Maybe 7.
I don't think it would go 7.
You don't think what you think,
it
yeah?
would go 7.
I do. I love
Maybe
Hey, you
7.
got a mic now. Come on, man. What
Yeah,
you
maybe.
I
young
think so.
young core teams go harder
think so,
than
bro.
teams that young core teams
think?
without
Cavs
the
is a
franchise
young
pick.
team.
Cavs is a young team, and so is Detroit. Those are game
They
sevens.
agree, but they got no experience.
Doesn't matter. Game
doesn't
sevens.
matter?
No, you don't need experience to know that you want to be the man. I don't ever need experience to know I want to be on top. It's just how hard I'm gonna get there, and
No,
you
but
just
speaking
work, go
from
harder.
You speaking from a singular position. I'm talking about team.
As a team, those two teams, Cavaliers and Pistons, those are two young core teams that you're gonna watch go all the way. We
The
watch.
Pistons haven't made it to the playoffs in a long time. This is going to be their first
Right.
playoff run
So
in a
you
long
watch.
time.
So you watch. What was that? I forgot what
got a good squad.
series that was when it was a long time ago. And it was 1-8, and the Warriors were number 8 at that
Was it
time.
Denver?
I can't remember who it was. It was the West. It was a long time
It
ago.
happens once in a blue
Because
moon
Baron
when an 8 beat
Davis.
1.
No, I know, but Baron Davis was on the Warriors, and
I
they
remember.
beat the number 1 seed. But it's
Yeah, I
sometimes
forgot
it's
who that 1 seed
yeah,
was, but
but
I
it's
remember.
sometimes it's just
When
core.
Baron caught that dunk from the sideline.
Yeah,
that
it's just
famous
young
dunk.
core teams, and it's exciting to watch a young team, and that's two young teams that will just battle it to the number 7. We watch Grizzlies do it with, I forgot who we watched it with. It's always young core teams, so those are game 7s.
You know what? Being that, I would agree with you with this, and this is why. Being that the Cavaliers and the Pistons are both young, and although the Cavs has made it to the playoffs the past whatever 2-3 years, they still have yet to prove anything, right? They haven't made it past the second round, right? Am I correct? They haven't made it past the second round. So Pistons are hungry, right? Pistons are hungry. They don't have much success past the second round, either team. So I could see them putting a scare into the
I'd
Cavaliers.
watch that
But
series.
Vegas, obviously Vegas would be hands down. They would,
Yeah, they'd go
would be
to number 1 because it would be the obvious, but that would be an exciting series to watch, even
Yeah,
if it.
no,
But
it
I
would.
don't see it
It
as a
would.
gentleman's sweep. Game 7 is
so
would
you
be
think
that
it
one.
would, it's a high
That's 7
percentage that it would go
games.
7?
1,000%. That's battle. Those are 114 points teams. Those are high scoring teams. Just by looking and just watching players
Throw that to the West real quick.
and knowing
Yeah.
players and stuff.
They taking the Knicks to game 7 for sure.
So other like the West, right? The Thunder, young, gritty. Oh my God, I love watching the Thunder. They play so together. They like on a string. It's like a quartet. They hungry, right? They have a great player, superstar.
They are
SGA.
hungry to know, though, and this is just psychology. They are hungry that they know their next meal is going to be on the other side of the table, but NBA doesn't work that way. It's kind of like you got to be hungry and knowing that you got to eat your plate right here and not knowing. That's Thunder. Thunder's a different hungry than Cavs in Detroit. They're, I already know it's going to be over here, but you can't have that mentality. I already know I'm number 1, so we're good.
Oh,
Don't
you
worry,
think
we're
it's
good.
cocky?
No. I don't think it's cockiness. It's just that they know it's right there for them. That's how easy it is. That's how great you could be because that's how easy it is. The West is very tricky, though.
No, it is.
I can't. I'm not gonna give you anybody in the West because I don't even know what's going on.
The Nuggets are a contender. The Lakers have
Lakers
turned
for sure.
themselves into contender. in
I
my
don't know
opinion.
how Rockets are in here. Like I don't know what's
Grizzlies,
They have a
happening.
great team.
I know, but I'm just saying I don't know what's going on.
But you know what it is? The Rockets make a lot of rookie mistakes, right? They don't
Maybe, yeah.
They haven't really mastered how to close teams out. That's their issue. Clippers, I don't think the Clippers is a contender. It's my opinion. Warriors, I don't know. I don't know about no. I think player of Jimmy. I think that ship has sailed. But prove me wrong, Jimmy. Prove me wrong. I would love to see the Mavericks if they could go on a little run or whatever. See the Mavericks and the Lakers first round. Oh, wouldn't that be a treat? Wouldn't that be a treat? Are you kidding me?
But yeah, so if you're look at the Thunder position, right? If you're the Thunder and you're looking at the West standings, how would you feel if you were the Thunder? Like,
hopefully the leadership of the Thunder would be telling them,
you would
like, listen,
change. We can't do that. You'd have a Kobe mentality. You should.
Yes.
I don't think they have that. I think everybody in the East have a Kobe. They don't have a Kobe mentality.
You know what I would say about
So
the
that's
Thunder
what it
from
is.
watching them and watching it, how
Beautiful team. I love Jalen Williams. I love Shea. I love Ball and Chet is
their
great.
togetherness.
Yeah.
You probably witnessed this at the post games. They all together like it's high school.
Yeah.
You don't see that. You don't see it. So they really like each other. It's not just a job. They like each other. I'm pretty sure they hang out. They do. You could tell they really enjoy playing with each other. So that is a plus.
Yeah, no, that's always going to be a plus. I honestly think all of these teams here, they go out to dinner all amongst each other. There's no cliques. So I think that everybody on the Lakers are going to LeBron's house on Sunday. I think Russell Westbrook, Nikola, and all of them, and
Joker's not that kind of guy. He care about his horses.
But I'm just saying.
Send me home.
But I actually genuinely think that since adding Russell, he's like, oh, I kind of like y'all. Let me go out with y'all on a Sunday at 3:00. Who's the next one? You got to make it bigger, Gabe. I can't see.
He added a little swag.
Then you got Grizzlies. Ant might put something together at his all of these teams we're hanging out after. Grizzlies.
That's all right.
Who's
John Morant.
John Morant.
Is he
He's
hurt?
the leader of the team of the Grizzlies.
No, he's back. He's back.
No, he's back.
Yes, him and Bane are really close, right? It looks like.
Desmond Bane?
I believe so.
Yeah, Desmond Bane. Yeah, so all of these teams that we're all looking at, these people are hanging out with each other. So they're giving the same mentality as Thunder. They're just not doing it in a press conference. So they're doing it at their houses. They're hanging out. Their kids. Yeah, it looks so. The West is we're all friendly. So if you are the Thunder and you look at all of this and everybody's friendly, the Thunder is like, oh, we could eat all of these because these are all old teams. If you look at it, all of these people are old. I'm at most of these people's age group right here. They're old. It's older teams.
Yeah,
Maybe the Grizzlies.
Clippers are an older team for the most part.
The Nuggets.
Yeah.
Well, not really. I think Joker might be the oldest. Joker's 30.
Russell
Westbrook is the oldest, but he's
35.
not
You got Aaron Gordon.
He's Huh?
It's an old team.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray is not 30
He's not
yet.
old, no.
Aaron Gordon, I don't think is 30 yet. Christian Braun is young. They're not. I don't think they're old. The Nuggets
How old is Gordon?
They're not 24s.
No. 30.
That's what I'm saying. 24 is
29
young.
is still in your prime, though, Keisha.
No, it's not.
Yes, in basketball, 29 is your prime.
Okay.
What's considered your prime in basketball?
24, 25?
No, that's too young.
No.
I would say 27.
27 too, because it's a.
Yeah, 29. I don't want to say you're falling.
What,
29
to
you got.
30?
Yeah, but 29 you needed to prove something already. So you're
But
old.
they have though. They won a championship.
Right. So
We ain't even gonna mention him,
I'm
'cause he don't even
just
play.
saying the West is an older side.
No, of course.
So
of course.
if
Compared to the
if
Thunder,
you're looking at the
is
Thunder,
average like 24 years old.
correct. Yeah. So
that's
if you're the Thunder looking at all of these old farts, you're like, we could
We
sweep
just run up and
everybody.
down the court and
But
just-
that's the mentality you don't want.
I agree. And that's what guys like LeBron and
What's the youngest
because
team in the NBA?
Dallas went into OKC last year and took 2 games from them.
Let's see who's the
Given
youngest team.
Chet
they
was
better
hurt
this year.
though.
Damn.
Chet was hurt last year.
This is correct. This is correct. You missed the whole season.
I don't watch games, but I just keep up on everybody.
Yeah, you was.
I just said you wanted to talk about scores. I don't really know that stuff because I'm not watching it. But I pay attention to teams and units and things like that.
All right, listen. Let's talk real quick about that fight. 2 nights ago. I'm bugging out. I don't know if I'm going to come. Saturday night in the Barclays Arena, Tank versus Roach. It was ended up being very controversial. Tank in the 9th round. And when I was looking, I was like, yo, what the hell? Why did he take a knee? He didn't even get hit. So he claims that he got his hair done.
Grease got in his eye.
And grease from the sweat mixed in with the grease got into his eye and it was burning his eye and he took a knee. So the rules state if you voluntarily or involuntarily take a knee, it is supposed to be counted as a knockdown. The ref did not count it as a knockdown. He gave
Why?
I don't even think the ref knew what was going on.
It doesn't matter. The
Like,
ref's job is
he was just
he
lost.
see you take a knee, that's it. That's a knockdown. He's supposed to
Like,
he's
he
supposed to
knew what
start
was
counting.
going on.
The ref actually started counting and then stopped.
Yeah. Yep.
So, it's unfortunate because I believe Tank. I believe. Yo, he was actually upset. He was at the press conference and he was explaining it in the ring, even before he got in the back, and the crowd was going crazy. Boy, he was like, yo, what y'all going for like I'm up here lying? You could tell he was like, yo, I'm not lying. It got in my eyes. So I believe him. Nevertheless, rules are rules. And they didn't count it as a knockdown, and the fight ended up being a draw. In most people's eyes, they say Tank lost. In some people's eyes, they say Tank still won. In some people's eyes, they say, yeah, it was a draw. But in my eyes, I say, overall, I say rules is rules. It should have been counted. Tank, Tyson, Muhammad Ali, whoever it was, that should have been counted as a knockdown. Floyd, it don't matter who it is. If you go to the knee, if you take that knee, it's got to be counted as a knockdown. So, and then with the rematch, Tank says, nah, I hope I could fight him again, but he's not next. So now we're hearing Jake Paul.
Nah, he just tweeted that he's going Tank that he's gonna fight him in May. He
Fight
literally
Roach
just,
in May?
he just tweeted that. Look
In
it up, Gabe.
May?
Pull it up, Gabe. Yeah, he just tweeted.
May is like next week.
2 weeks, 2 months.
Yeah, but they gotta have a camp.
No, not Jake Paul, Lamont Roach.
Roach tweet.
Roach is fighting who?
No, they fight again in May. No. Davis tweet. Put Roach, Davis tweet.
But who tweeted it?
Davis.
So he could just go to Gervonta Davis's Twitter. No? Right, Gabe? Yeah, just go to Gervonta's
He just tweeted that.
Wow. In May.
Facts.
So it's that quick of a turnaround? You more of a boxing guy than me.
What
man.
else are you training to do if you just fought him?
No, but you
gotta
still gotta
change it?
train.
I just changed my hairstyle.
You still gotta train, nigga.
I know you still got to train, but like you.
Wow. And you gotta, hype the fight up and
I can't see any of that. So did he say?
You found it?
1 hour ago. Go. I don't know. Y'all gotta read it. I can't read any of that. I can't see.
you got it on your phone, Mike?
No, I'm trying to look it up. Hold on. I think it was academics page.
Wow.
Yeah. Nevertheless, though, he.
Okay, well, listen, we'll see. It'll get out there.
I think it's too soon, but
Yeah, I think that's too soon. I think that.
Why?
Because I don't think we've ever seen.
That's 2 months, Keisha.
Just seen a fight, and this fight.
But
was
I
12
just
rounds.
did it.
and it lasted
It went
12
to 12
rounds. Yeah,
rounds.
like
Okay,
it went
so
the
I need
distance.
2 months off or break. I don't know. I'm
The
asking.
thing is, it's not like it's like
Basketball.
basketball or football. It's very draining on your body.
So you need 2 months to recuperate.
No, you need more.
You
than
got
that.
to take a break, right?
I think you need more.
Whatever
than that.
injuries you got, because please believe me,
You
they
hurt.
didn't come out unscathed. So that got to heal. Your body got to be fresh, right? You got to press the reset button. Then you got to start the whole camp over again.
So how-
Then you got to promote it.
How long do you think that takes?
3 months minimum.
Well,
Minimum.
fighters fight at least.
He
like
just said I'm
twice a
pushing
year.
for a rematch.
No. Damn, we gotta find it.
Yeah, you might be looking at something that somebody
Yeah,
made
that
up.
was- that
No, it was Tank himself.
We looking at it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You can't believe what
Yeah,
academics said.
If he fights,
The
fights,
rematch, look, can be soon, like the end of May. There you go. But he's saying can
yeah,
be,
he's saying
and
that.
like
That's to me, that's cap. That's cap.
He's just saying it can be.
He's saying that,
but that's not his trainers looking at him.
Bleeding.
Yeah.
He doing that to stop. He putting the Band-Aid on it. Ain't no way in the world they fighting in May, bro.
So you need 3 months to like get your life together.
pretty much. They and they also gotta press the reset button on the marketing engine. They gotta press the reset because a lot of people is upset right now. It's fresh in their mind. They upset. So you gotta get them back hype again, right? They gotta be hype again because this was sold out. What, 19,000?
Right.
Yeah.
Packed house. And then where it's gonna be?
What the hairdresser said?
The hairdresser, like, from what I saw, the hairdresser did a whole rant about.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Kesha? To me, I don't think he tried. He didn't mention her name.
No, he didn't.
He just said
the
grease got in
grease.
my eye.
Yeah, you can't.
He didn't say, "Oh, this hair is too tight."
And nobody even knew who she was, and now they do, and now nobody will come to you. But that's a younger generation in services.
Yeah, I don't.
So it helps. So for her, it's I mean, it's an adverse effect of publicity, but
I think
I don't ever. Yeah.
Either she got emotional.
She got emotional.
Or she saw a chance to say, "Okay, 15 minutes of fame. Let me push that button."
She got emotional, and people people in services today, they add emotions to their business, and you already know what that's gonna do. So by doing that, you do this, and so now you get Gervonta tweeting and like, I never said your name. I just said the grease. I've gotten grease in my eye, but I didn't blame my hairstylist like for doing a fucked up job.
That's like me going to the barbershop and they spray you after you're done, and I go play a basketball game, and I'm like, "Oh,
so now you're gonna go fight your barber? No, because you know what happened,
Yes.
and so that's all Tank said.
So what are you gonna do?
Damn.
Oh man. So listen, without further ado, guys, we're going to start this interview off with some things that I know the people want to know answers to, but we can actually just start off by, you can, tell us your background, how you got started in what you do, being a wardrobe stylist, and then obviously it promoted, it transformed to you being a celebrity wardrobe stylist. But how did you get started?
April 6, 2006, actually, is the exact date. So I'd be hitting what? Am I hitting 19?
Wow.
I'd be hitting 20 years very
20
soon.
20 years next year.
No, 21?
No, this is 2025.
Right,
so
yeah, so
21
years.
20.
21.
No, 20. 26.
Oh,
26
20
minus
years.
20 is 20.
It is? 20?
You got me that. Hold on.
19.
No, it's 19 now.
Yes,
Next
19
year,
now.
next year,
Yeah, next year will be 20. That's what it
That's
is.
awesome. That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
That's amazing.
I went to fashion school, of course, like FIT, and then I went to UMass for marketing. And I think by doing both of those, getting my associates and my bachelor's, it just gave me like a strategy mind. A lot of people for like their internships did design classes and things like that. And I went straight to record labels because I wanted to find a way to put clothes on celebrities, but I didn't know what it was called. There was a guy who's actually out there, and I'm indebted to him about who I am today. His name is Courtney Lowry. He hired me and fired me the same day because I had too much ambition for the position I was going for, and sent me to this woman who owned this prestigious agency called the Beeland Group. It was in Jersey, and they had all the top talent back in 05, 06. So Rihanna, Neo, Rick Ross was starting out. They had Dwayne Wade was coming into the league. LeBron was coming in. All of those. She managed stylists and hairstylists and makeup artists that dressed those people. So she was an agent. So the first thing I did was work 2 years under her and really understand the money and the business of it all. So the smarts in the business of how you want to get paid to creatively do what you want to do, I worked under a whole agent. But I knew that wasn't my passion, and I wanted to still be out in the field. So worked with a woman there, and she was like the lead in all of sports. So she had LeBron, she had Chris Paul, she had, I remember Young Jock, she had, you name it, every athlete went through her before they decided, right before you decide to come into the league, she took their interviews and she was gonna dress them. So it was me and 4 other women, and she started dressing them for the tunnel. And we just took it and capitalized on it. So, like watching the big three in Miami of what that looks like with Wade, Bosh, and LeBron. Then me taking it and doing it with Andre, then me taking it further and doing it with PJ and James, and taking it further to now putting brands in those tunnel runways. So that is my expertise. That's one of the things me and those other women we created, to where stylists now, that's what they want to do. That's what the big time stylists, they want to get an athlete, they want to dress them for the tunnel, the designers want to be put in the tunnel, the brands want to be put there. So it's one of the things we created, and it's great to say I'm a pioneer of that.
Nah, that's dope. That's amazing.
How's your journey been like so far?
An upward climb, but my journey, I would say I have depth to my journey and experience. A lot of what today is, I get approached by so many people now, and it's like, oh my God, well, how did you start? Well, when I started in 06, I faxed over my resume. So it is not the same thing, but those are steps that I had to do to fax over my resume. It's finding the fax number and researching and stuff. I think today, all people just DM me and then send me an email. My agent will go through the resume, and then we can hire you or fire you, whatever it is, or just take your, accept your application. So I think it's a different way to where I actually got to appreciate, I have different lives in my journey. So I decided to make a left on the same straight road, and I had a whole other life over there. And because I used to work in hip hop for 8 years. So like the Rick Ross and the Jeezy and the Neos and all of that, I have a whole other life dressing those guys and understanding that. And then I come back into sports, and now I'm in a part of sports where I only work with champions. And then I can veer off and come to women's sports. So I think I've lived so many lives that my journey is like...
You're like a cat, Kesha.
It's
so
nothing...
You work with Simone Biles as well, right?
Yeah, for the Sports Illustrated cover. So sometimes stylists do little one-offs for like editorials and stuff like that because of who you are and because of your experience and expertise. So yeah, you'll do little one-offs and things like that.
Because that actually answers one of the questions that
Super dope.
Thanks.
For real, Kesha.
Thank you.
Yeah, as far as asking, I was going to ask you what type of styling do you specialize in, but you answered it to the T.
Yeah, can't really say who, what, where, when,
amazing. That's it's amazing to be I got it now. It's amazing to be a Swiss Army knife.
Right.
Talking about the other day. I was like, is it Army Swiss? I can't get it. But no, that's amazing.
I was with PJ Tucker the other day, and we're like talking. I was like, man, PJ, I was like, what if I retire? He's like, retire when you're on top. Because now I have Debo Samuels, who just got traded to the Commanders. Yeah, which is, thank God, closer to me. He's like, how you gonna do it? And you on top? Because I still get younger. They just get younger and younger every year, but everybody appreciates my talent and what I can do and what I could offer. No, well, it's more so in this industry of just working in this industry. It's kind of, you just do other things and can focus on other things if you really wanted to. Do I want to keep putting clothes on people all the time and running around and sweating?
Follow your heart.
Okay.
But I do, and I think getting a Depot, getting a Charles Amanu, getting a Deja Kelly, getting a Juju, getting a Ka, I think having youth still in me.
Keeps you.
It's so exciting, because it's like, oh my God, this is what y'all think about? Oh, this is gonna be easy. In the upward climbs I had to do when I had to work with a James back in 2017 and convince people, like, I'm telling you, I need you to dress him because he's like the biggest. And they're like, I'm not seeing it. And that's designers saying that to me because this wasn't popular. They could care less. But now it's easy. It's like, this is what I do. This is who I am. Take it or leave it.
So how do you determine a client's personal style and what influences your styling choices with said client?
I'd like for them to have knowledge of what they want to do now. Speaking to you, metaphorically as a trainer, it'd be nice if you knew how to lift weights, kind of thing. You don't want someone that's like, oh my God, do I hold my dumbbell like this or do I hold, it'd be nice to have clients that have the basic essential knowledge. Yes. And that's all it is. I'm not asking you to give me the world because that's why you hired me, but to know that you're a size 12 shoe or to know that I like my clothes that fit this way, or to have that knowledge of having not some sense of
Give
style.
you a base to start off.
Just give me a base. That's it, you know?
Right.
And I think that's how I choose my clients. And some people go, well, I don't know. And I'm like, you do. You just don't know how to say it. And I'm like, so just say, I always tell them, just say everything, or just let me look in your closet and then I can tell the type of person you are. It's like, oh, you know, those, it's like kind of doing assessments. And if you are where I think you are, then it's like, I'll work with you and then we'll have fun. But if you're like, I didn't even know like this could even fit, you know, you don't want someone like that. But I think everybody in life and people with knowledge of what they do and expertise at their job, they know who they want their clients to be.
No, I understand. We actually in the process of looking for a female moderator.
Right.
And you know, we constantly say, listen, you don't got to be a sports guru, but you need to at least like sports.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like I don't know anything. I told you I don't watch any of these games, but it's just the knowledge of
exactly. You have a
knowing what, who, what, where, why, to where I can sit and have a conversation with you, and you're like, oh, okay, that's all it is. I have no idea what people's names are. I'm guessing at this point.
How do you keep up with current like fashion trends?
That's really hard because it changes so fast now. It's not as slow as it was before. You know, we would have 6 months, you know, when new designs dropped, or 3 months, and because of who I was, I could get it in 8 weeks. Now I need the newest thing tomorrow because there's no way that somebody's gonna wear it in 2 weeks.
And
you know,
get it tomorrow?
Yeah, I can get it tomorrow. I can get it tomorrow. You know, like I need the newest thing tomorrow, and how can that happen?
Wow.
And there's so many things I've already seen, and I've seen it months before. So it's kind of, you know, being refreshed, and again, having that youth attached to me. I have a very youthful team. I have a great agent, a great lawyer, a great executive assistant, and everybody keeps me on my toes and understanding everything, you know, all the time.
That's amazing.
No, they took the words out of my mouth, Mike. Can you describe a challenging styling situation you've encountered and how you handled it?
It's pretty like a basic one. I had a client get married in Cabo, and he had 7 groomsmen I had to dress, which is fine. So through the process of dressing 7 groomsmen in a celebrity wedding, you know, you send them to the store. I'm not paying for it. Like, you send them, here's the store, here's the suit you're to get. We already set up the tailors in each of these stores, and you get your suit and bring it to Mexico. That's all you got to do. You don't got to do nothing else. Everything else would be there. Like, all you got to do is go to wherever you are, Minnesota, Miami, I could care less, get the suit, bring it here. 2 guys were like, when we get to Cabo, and I'm already there for 2 weeks, and the wedding is 2 days away, he was like, well, I thought you were bringing the suit. I was like, well, why would you think I was bringing the suit? I didn't get fitted for the suit. So we had to change, and we found 2 men on the property who had extra suits and get those tailored there because it was just basic standard black tuxedo suits. Yeah. And I found 2 random guests who just so happened to bring an extra suit because, you know, they probably brought it for the rehearsal dinner and other events and stuff, and buy their suits off of them. So it's like, it's so many things to where so many things have, again, I've lived so many lives, so many problems have happened, and I just know how to problem solve and solution based. So it's, but you deal so much with that to where now when I prep weddings, one of the questions I'm asking, make sure you bring your suit with you, you know, like, and you think it's an obvious thing that somebody's like, oh, well, why would you say that? I promise you.
So they thought you were supposed to bring it.
Why would I bring it?
Right.
You live in Minnesota.
Right. You didn't get tailored.
I didn't get tailored. I didn't touch your suit. The man probably told you to pick it up on Friday, and you thought that I was gonna get it. Why did you think that? You're not the groom.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, so it's like, but you know, it's certain things that you deal with this, and it's like, how do you avoid it? And the weddings now that I go forth, it's in my notes that if we do have a bridal party, this is what you do, and everybody has notes, and it's like, oh, there's, you know, it's very foolproof.
Is that the only time that happened, or?
That's the only time in that wedding that happened. Okay. But like to give you like a hard problem is like so many hard problems of things not arriving and running to the airport to go to FedEx, or things not fitting as soon as you get it. I remember Joel's wedding. He had 2 suits, and he literally can't decide which one he wants. So we're rock, paper, scissors. He's doing a documentary very soon. And we're doing rock, paper, scissors to figure out what suit he can wear before he walks down the aisle. And it's like, sir, you just need to choose. You know, like, and it's like, he's like, well, I can't choose, you choose. And I'm like, I don't have to choose, I pick both.
Yeah, right.
So whatever. He was like, let's rock, paper, scissors it. You know, like, so there are so many different things.
So many moving parts.
Yeah, so he chooses white, by the way. He chooses a white suit. Okay. So he walks, and guess what everybody wants to do with you when you wear a white suit? Everybody wants to hug you. And everybody decides to wear makeup. So all of his wedding pictures now he has. So now we have to switch out the suit. So the same suit he gets married in is not the same suit of his wedding pictures. Because the suit got damaged.
Wow.
No doubt.
So it's like a whole bunch of different things that you go through. But nevertheless, I'm just a professional at heart and know how to problem solve.
So how do you, Kesha, how do you collaborate like with other professionals? Obviously, photographers, makeup artists, designers. During the shoot, during a wedding shoot.
Yeah, like how is it collaborating? Yeah, with that audience.
I mean, it's easy. I don't want to do your job. You don't want to do Gabe's job. You want to work with Gabe to make sure that your job is better. How can you work with that person? How, like a rapper and a producer, there are certain little aspects, but there are things that I know of the other side to know how much of a professional you are and how I want to work with you. So it's like the photographer will ask me certain questions and I'm like, ooh, this is a photographer I really want to work with because he knows where we're about to go with this and the project is so much better. But then you work with some people on your team and it's like, you have to take over and it's like, I'm not doing your job for you. You can do it. This is what you got paid to do, But it's amazing when you get a really good unit and a really good makeup artist, a really good hairstylist, a really good photographer, the designer. There's so many ways that you could all work together. I'm never going to be the person that's going to take over somebody's job. That's not my job. I'll do suggestions. And that's about it. Like, hey, I suggest this. What do you think? And add you in to have your say and make things a conversation because that's all we need to do is everybody needs to communicate. Yeah, there's a lot of projects I've worked on or, well, not me per se, a lot of projects where I've seen teams work and nobody communicates. And it'll show and you can see it and you're like, did they talk to the hairstylist? Did they talk to the makeup artist? And nobody is speaking to each other, but it's great
Everyone seems lost.
Everybody's lost. Yeah, it's great when you're a unit and everybody is involved and everybody down to the assistants and the assistants knowing that you're 20 minutes away from going downstairs and thanks for giving me a heads up. All of those things help a project move very smoothly.
Yeah. The less stress as possible. As stress-free as possible.
What do you find most rewarding about being a stylist?
Clients being happy. I think to this day, because I still do it, I had to dress a few clients this weekend for the fight. And for them to go, oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted to wear. And I don't know what they want to wear because I'm like making things up as I run. But it's that satisfaction, like, I'm good. Like, I already know I'm going to be good because you're here. And I think every job that I still get really good satisfaction. And again, this was on Saturday. And for 2 clients to tell me that, I'm like, oh, I'm taking myself out to eat because now I got to treat myself. Because, it's still like satisfying for me to even feel that. So I don't hate what I do and don't dislike it and I'm tiresome. It's challenging only if you approach it. Depends on how you fun, it depends on how you approach challenge. To me, it's like easy.
I think when you're doing what you love, right? 2 things, right? It's not you. Some days you're gonna work. Don't get it twisted. But it's not as It's not like 9 to 5. It's like, oh my God, every day I hate being here.
Mundane.
And also, when you're doing what you love, and people / clients appreciate that and tell you that, that feels amazing. Like money can't replace that. Money's nice. It's a nice tool, but it cannot replace what a client says.
Doesn't give you kind clients.
Oh my God,
nothing.
thank you. You are a lifesaver. This is amazing. Yo, I got Keisha, I got all
Now
five
you on the phone
girls.
with 17.
I need you to do what you did for me. Do it for them too. Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, I get it. That's dope. That's dope. So, how do you see the future of fashion and styling evolving, and how do you plan to accept and adapt to those changes?
I mean, it's you just have to adapt. I don't think it's like accepting that what's happened and you just have to adapt. I think where style and trend and everything is going, it's everybody is their own individual now. I don't want to say there's no need for a style. Some people are like, I don't need a stylist anymore. You do. But it's, you do. You always do. But, so it's adapting in a ways of those kind of people. Now, how am I going to adapt to that? Like, I'm gonna let you do you. But I'll be right here. But now how am I gonna adapt my job to that? So maybe, yes, you wanna dress yourself. Great. But maybe I'm reaching out to the designer and making sure that you're at the shows and you know the designer personally. I'm doing all of the things that I know you're not gonna do because you wanna put your stuff together. Great. Have at it. But now I'm reaching out to Timberland to make sure you get custom Tims all the time. Something you only went into the store to do because you do but so much, because you have a whole other industry of what you do stuff with. Yes. But you do but so much. But what I'm going to do is enhance it. And so I've had clients that they can dress. They can. I'm not even going to take that away from them. But what can I do to add myself and value to their life? And I always add value to where my industry is a want. You don't need a stylist, it's a want. It's a want that you add. But I always made myself in all of my clients' lives a necessity. It is a need to where they're like, okay, I'm doing this, but all of my clients, like most of them, like I was mentioning earlier, most of them are retired, and I've watched them not have a chef anymore, no nannies, no this, and they really stripped down their lives. But guess who's still there? In their closets and shopping and stuff. But it's only because I added value and I made myself a necessity in their lives. It's not even that they have events to go to. It's just I added value in what I actually do to them. So yeah,
that's amazing. So one thing that's
great.
I personally believe in, as far as when people say I don't have enough time. Okay, you know what? I got 24 hours in a day. If I got to go to the mall and pick up this and do that and go to this shoe store, that's 3 hours. You know what? I'm going to call my stylist. I'm going to call Kesha, because now I got 3 more hours in my day. So people say, how do you create more time? That is how you create more time. By hiring dope people like you to implement and take care of that. Okay, my lawn, I love to do the lawn, but you know what? Let me hire somebody to do the lawn. So that creates more time, but people don't realize that.
Right,
That's how you create more time.
You pay for convenience.
You hire a stylist if you can, right? You hire a lawn guy. You hire a guy to, trim your edges or whatever the case may be, right? All of those different things. Hire a kid in the neighborhood to
housekeeper.
shovel. Exactly. Housekeeper to clean your house twice a month, thoroughly, everything top to bottom. Yep. So this is going to save you time, so you don't have to do it, so you could do the other things that you covet or that need your attention. That's it. That's how you do it. Listen.
Props to Kesha, man, for real.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I'm just like, dang, that's crazy. Just listening to you, I'm like, wow.
All we need is like the bonfire, the marshmallows, and the popcorn. I'm just listening to her like, she dropping gems, y'all. She dropping gems. Y'all got to be listening.
Facts.
Okay, you should put up my website for them to see, because since you do this.
Oh, no, 100%. 100%.
It's kmcme.com.
So the CME, obviously I know, I'm assuming, Kesha McLeod.
Means nothing. Actually.
CME.
Yeah, everybody thinks my initials is KMC. My initials is actually KJM. KMCME.com. When I was creating email addresses back in 2006, like, isn't that when the iPhone came out? And remember, everybody's email was like Joe at me. Mm-hmm. So I turned everybody used to call me KMC, so I used to initial K and then the MC, and then used to do KMC squared when I was a teenager. So it was always KMC. And I just took that and was at me.com. So I just made it into like a whole business. You could just click around if you want. Honestly, don't know where you're clicking around. Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't even know what you
that's
would be
dope.
clicking.
So we going to what? Who you got?
Yeah.
The segment?
We could
Okay.
do it right now.
What is that? The red and blue thing? You was
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah. You choose one, and if not, if you choose both, push-ups, but
What I do with push-ups?
you said nah.
No push-ups today.
No
please.
push-ups for me.
The next guest got to do it for her.
What next guest do you have? Yeah, I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's
No,
right.
they don't know yet. We're gonna say, yo, you got to do some extra ones for Kesha
This is
McLeod.
nice.
For Miss Kesha.
I
Facts.
didn't know it went like this at the bottom. I'm looking at my
You don't
site.
even know your own site, Kesha?
Ask somebody working on it.
I like that.
She
said, I already know.
I like that pick. So
Yeah, kick it off.
check it out. LA or Miami?
Miami.
Yeah, ask why.
You can have a really good time in Miami if you do it right. I don't think people do Miami right. I've done Miami correctly to where I've landed. I stayed at the greatest hotel out there. Then I went to a playoff game. Then I went out to eat. Then I went out. The next day I had a relaxing day. The next day I went over on the Bay side and not just stay on Miami Beach. You can go North Miami. I think if you do Miami and Florida the correct way, you'd have a good time. LA has beautiful weather, but it's very interesting on how you could do LA. It's like we're talking about LA. We're not talking about the state of California.
Right, right. A 3-piece suit or a 2?
2. I don't
Okay.
really use the vest all the time.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Not really.
So I should stop using that then.
No, you don't have to. It's a good addition for you, but you'll get more wear into wearing your 2-piece. You're not gonna wear the vest.
You could just change your shirt.
Just change the shirt. You could just wear the jacket and jeans. You could just wear the pants and a polo and things like that. I have no use for the vest for you to say where you about to put them. Where you gonna do it?
No, I'm listen.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just telling you.
Take note.
You said
Okay.
2 or 3, so I gave you the answer.
All right.
Okay.
Alexander Wayne or RFA Simmons?
Raph Simmons.
Who put that?
Raph Simmons.
Well, who put those two? I'm curious.
I did.
You did? That's so random. Raph Simmons. They're 2 different brands, but Raph is more of a legendary line. And he's now the designer of Prada.
Okay.
Okay.
Christian Dior or Versace?
I really hate these designer questions. Versace, because I like Donatella.
Yeah. Okay.
Our birthdays are a day apart.
All right. I'm going to switch it over and say Kendrick or J. Cole.
Kendrick, I listen to him more. I know
Really? I
his
thought you was gonna say J.
discography.
Cole. Wow.
I don't know. There would be J. Cole songs that people would play and I wouldn't know it.
Glorilla or Meg Thee Stallion?
That's a draw. They're the same to me.
Okay. Taraji P. Henson or Kerry Washington?
Carrie.
Kerry?
I like her movies better.
Rihanna or Alicia Keys?
Rihanna.
Oh, that was fast.
Alicia is actually really amazing. One of the kindest people I've ever met.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted, people. Just because someone chooses
Yeah, because people would
Rihanna or
think
Alicia
just
Keys,
because I'm
that
working.
doesn't mean
Yeah,
Alicia's
no.
not dope.
No, she's
doesn't
like
mean that.
amazing. Oh my gosh, she's like very good spirit, and she holds your hand.
Whitney or Mariah?
Whitney for karaoke, Mariah for listening to tunes.
Woo! Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't hit the last part you said. Mariah for listening
Just
to what?
listening to album and tunes and stuff like that.
You said Whitney for karaoke?
She has the best songs for karaoke.
Okay, well, extension. Let me ask you this. Do you think that Whitney is the best female vocalist of all time?
Next to Mariah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting. No, that's dope. You know why that's dope? Because I don't get offended by opinions. To me, I got Whitney. I would say Mariah's 1A. You know,
Yeah,
Whitney
that's
is
it.
one.
Like, yeah, that you
You know,
can't
but
really.
it's preference at that point, right?
Yeah, it's just preference.
But just when you
too.
said karaoke, I'm like, boy, you gonna have people trying to sing Whitney Houston songs.
But it's like really good
all
if
those
you can do
octaves?
it. Yeah,
Because they
So-
both 7 octaves.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And beautiful octaves, both of them. They have the best.
Sleep in peace to Whitney Houston. Going too soon. All of our legends are going too soon. But listen, everybody, Kesha has an awesome book that's out. It should be, because listen, with the gems that she just been dropping, y'all, how to dress for dummies. You know, I'm not calling nobody no dummies. Don't at me and all this crazy. Who you calling dummy? But the book is called The Essential How-To Guide by Kesha McLeod.
Styling
and understanding your business. Right? Understanding your business. What I always tell y'all, right? If that idea is in your head, bring it out. The world needs to know. God gave you the gift for a reason. Understanding your business. Styling and understanding your business. Pick it up. Amazon. Where else can they get this book? You get the
Amazon, iBooks, and you can go to my website, www.kmcme.com. You get a signed autograph hard copy. And Amazon, and of course iBooks are the digital and the paperback.
Exactly. And if styling and understanding your business is not your thing, right? I would hope that business is your thing, but if styling is not your thing, you can get the book as a gift.
Yeah, there's a whole segment in there about creatives and how to build their business. So starting it from the ground up and what you can do, how you can ensure you could get paid, what you're worth, things like that. So you don't have to just be a stylist.
Hello, come on, let's go.
Hello.
Knock, knock. Hello. Invest in yourself, people. Invest in yourself.
That's right.
Listen, I want to thank, for a very, 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 very huge thanks to Kesha McLeod for, sitting, chopping it up with us. And she tried to front in the beginning. I don't know too much about that. Look, she was running the basketball segment.
I didn't know the point.
Running the basketball segment.
You were talking about
I got to the point where I said, you know what? Let me just.
Yeah, just sit there.
No, you were talking about
down.
I didn't watch any of the games the night
Listen,
before.
that's
So I don't know
awesome,
them.
Listen, and it tells you, look, you do something long enough, right? You're gonna gain consistency and you're gonna gain experience. She's been hanging around athletes and entertainers and artists since 2006.
For years.
It's kind of rubbed off on her. That's why she was able to take my job and damn near run the whole 2Bros&APod episode 19. So Gabe might have to just edit us out, and it's just gonna be Kesha. She's just gonna be just doing everything.
Kesha interviewing Kesha.
Exactly. Listen, man. Thank you again, Kesha, for coming out.
Of course.
Guys, you already know what it is. Thanks for following us. Like, comment, share, subscribe, etc., etc. So we're gonna do a little off the scene free throw shooting right now, but don't worry, we're gonna bring those YouTube shorts and Instagram videos and TikTok videos.
Sure.
Y'all gonna see Kesha shoot some free throws, right? Y'all gonna see her shoot some free throws. Every guest from now on will be shooting free throws. We're gonna see who the best. All right, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.